Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll by Rolls. I am, of course, your Dungeon Master, Richard Barlow, and today I am joined by two more of our players. We have Brittany and Mary here with me today. So before we get started, I'm just going to pass it off to them to tell you a little about their characters. So, Brittany.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I will be playing a half-elven monk named Dietrich Valentine, who is from the circus, kind of a weirdo, has like shaggy brown hair, really bright lilac eyes, full pouty lips, pretty cute, kind of short. And he has a really like toned, muscular dancer body.
Cool. And Mary.
Hi there, I'm Brittany, and I
know we're the same person.
say mine. I'm Mary. I'm playing an Eladrin fighter named Kaladir Vidar, and he is from the Feywild, specifically the city of Astrazealion. He is a tall, lithe Eladrin with shoulder-length white hair. He has pointed ears, obviously, and is always covered in heavy armor. His eyes are a milky opalescent color with no pupil, and he always has a silver circlet on his brow.
Cool. All right. Well, without further ado, we will get to your adventure. Okay, so we'll start off. Kaladir, you are in the middle of a place you don't know. You open your eyes and you have no idea where you are. The trees around you are so dense that you can't even make out like how far into the forest you are. And just the sound of wildlife is around you. It doesn't sound like anything's too close to you. You can hear birds. You hear like the odd shuffle in the woods, but again, not close enough that you feel like anything's coming at you or anything. Before you do anything, I'm going to get you to roll to see where exactly you are.
Okay, I'm going to use this nice pink dice. Okay, so I rolled an 18.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to come over and place you where you are. Like there.
Okay.
Alright. So, since you're there, you do see a little more because you're kind of on the path.
Okay.
So you're on a beaten down path. So, like I said before, it's not like, it doesn't look like a road that is purposely there, but it is beaten down because it's been walked on. So you can kind of get a sense
Is it like
of a
an animal
trail.
path or?
It's kind of everything. Like, some probably humanoids have walked that way, creatures have followed as well. It's just out of the forest, it's a pathway that's been walked the most, and that's why it's just beaten down.
Okay.
So there's a tiny bit of clearing. To your sides, there's still all trees that are so dense you can't see what's going on, but like you can tell, you can go forward or backward pretty much, and have a bit of clearance.
Okay.
So we're just gonna leave you there and move over. Dietrich, you are walking, you're following one of the paths. I will place you where you are.
My boy.
And move you over
There goes Kaladir.
You're like pretty close. Like I said, these pathways, like it's not to scale, so you're still like far enough. You can't really see each other, but you're relatively in the same area.
Okay.
So you were walking, you're making your way to Port Victor. You asked around kind of before coming here. Nobody really knows how to get there, so like you're following this trail. There's been a couple forks that like you just kind of picked away, because nobody has ever really gone to Port Victor. Nobody has talked about it. All they know is that it's through the Forest of Rostone. So you're just kind of going, hoping for the best. So yeah, we will start your turn with a. Just give me a perception check.
Oh, new character, who this? That is an 18.
Okay, 18. So, while you're walking, you are kind of, since it's a trail and you can't see much on either side of you, you really have no choice but to look at the trail itself. So you're keeping your eyes down, looking, and you notice as you're walking just a little bit in front of you, there's like a rope that's tied in a circle with a little rope coming off to the side into it. So yeah, you can do what you want with that.
And if I if I look around, is there any way that I can see if I could disarm it or?
It's going into the trees, so you can't really see where it ends. But you can tell obviously this is a trap for something. Step in the circle, and it's gonna get pulled or yanked, or you can't tell which way it's gonna go. But you could probably, the only thing you could tell is if you cut the rope that's coming off to the side into the woods, that would probably do it.
Okay. And there's nothing baiting me in the circle.
No, it's
No.
it's just in the middle of the path. The path isn't that wide. So you can tell whoever set this up, anything walking this path is probably going to step there because they don't really have many other options.
Okay. I don't know that I have. Let me see what I have. Because I don't know that I don't think I have. Oh, I do. Okay, well, I'm going to pull out my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to, cut through the rope so that I don't get stuck in it.
Okay, give me a strength.
Okay. So, no, I lied. 13.
13? Okay, so you are able to cut through it. You don't slice through it immediately, but you cut through it just fine. And when you do, the part, so you're holding on to the one end, you cut through it, and the part that's not attached to the circle anymore yanks off and flies into the forest.
Okay.
And then you just hear, as soon as it gets off, you just hear, shit!
Oh.
And then,
I'm just gonna shout towards the woods,
okay.
and he's just gonna be like, I'm not Tamil!
Okay. You hear, do another perception.
Sure. That is a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't quite hear what exactly, you hear multiple voices, you don't quite hear what they're saying. You can tell they're arguing and trying to figure out what to do. So they argue for a little bit, so you have some time if you want to do any kind of, if you want to yell back at them, or you want to... What do you want to do while listening to these voices argue?
Knowing the type of person he kind of is, I think he would just go, is everything all right in there?
When you say that, silence. You hear the voices stop. And then... an arrow flies right past your head. You could feel the air on it.
Okay.
But it didn't hit you.
He's gonna throw up his hands and be like, okay, everything's not alright.
And then you see, from the right side of where the path is, along one tree you see a little goblin poke his head out from around the tree. And then a couple trees down, another goblin comes out and he's holding his little crossbow, his short bow, and then you hear a crack of a twig behind you, and you turn, and there's another little goblin just standing there, looking at you. The two that didn't have their crossbows up. Now do.
Okay.
Well, the one actually behind you has his scimitar out. The two, so assuming that the arrow came from the one way, you're probably looking that way.
Yeah.
So those two are pointing their short bows at you, and the one behind you has his scimitar out. And they just come up. And they're still, as they're approaching you, they're still arguing amongst themselves. So the two with the crossbows are like, what are we gonna do? He's like, I don't know. He's got the trap didn't work. We gotta just take him down, I guess.
Are you guys hungry?
What?
I've got rations if you want rations.
Yeah, we're gonna take your rations.
I thought we could share.
No, we don't share. And so the one from behind you can't quite hear the other two. He's like, what are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about sharing my rations.
We don't share. This is all for Von Vip.
Who?
Von Vip is he's our boss guy.
Okay.
Just
I don't have anything.
you have something.
I've got rations.
No. I mean, yeah, we're gonna take those, but we want all of it.
I've got. I'm gonna like pull out like a sketchbook that he has, and he's just like gonna kind of like flip through and show them pictures he's drawn. Like, I've got drawings.
The one kind of staggers up slowly, still pointing the bow at you, and he looks, and he just kind of like gestures to turn the page. He wants to see the next one.
I could do you if you wanted.
And he just kind of looks at the other one, and the other one just shakes his head like, no! And by this point, the one with the scimitar is now, like, directly behind you, pointing his scimitar at you.
Alright, and I'm gonna, like, kind of put my, I'm gonna put my book back, and then I'm gonna try to quickly just, like, reach for my staff.
Okay, roll to see how smooth you are with grabbing the staff. Do like a sleight of hand.
Sure. 24.
Okay, yeah, you grab it, and now, so the two with the bows back up. Well, the one backs up, the other one takes a couple steps back, puts his bow in, grabs his scimitar. So there's two with scimitars, one with a bow. And I guess roll for initiative.
Oh no.
So 8 for me. So as this happened, Dietrich just goes, listen, I don't want any trouble.
You said an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Mary, I'm actually going to get you to roll as well.
Initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
My initiative is terrible.
8.
8. Okay. So you go first out of those 8 because you're actually in it. So how this is going to work is whenever we get to your turn,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to roll, and depending on what turn it is, that is how quick you get to this fight to see it happening.
All right.
Because with your roll before, you got close enough that you can hear something.
hear
How you
something
heard them
happening.
yelling and everything.
Okay.
So you were aware. If you were a little further, then you would have had to make a couple of perception checks to find out what's going on.
Okay. So I can hear there's an altercation.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, when we get to your turn, each one there'll be a different DC to see if you are still on your way or if you are close enough to actually do something.
Okay.
Let me just see. Okay, so the one who backed up in front of you and has the bow, he kind of panics, like as soon as he sees you go to get it. So on his way back, he fires at you. He does not hit. In his panic, he kind of like throws it back, like he almost starts to stumble. So he throws his hand up while he's shooting, and it goes just way above your head. So it's your turn.
Oh. Like I said, don't want any trouble, but I'm gonna go for this guy over here and just
Which
kind of.
one, sorry?
The one
closest
that,
to you?
like, yeah, like the one
obviously?
closest to me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up to him and I'm just gonna kind of like hit upwards with my staff.
Okay, like going for his head or like
Yeah,
in between
yeah.
the legs kind of hit
No,
upwards?
like
For his-
head.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll.
That is a 24.
Oh,
to
that
hit.
definitely hits.
Which is 9 points of damage.
Which one was it? The long
This guy.
one? Okay, so you go upwards with your staff, and like your staff splits his jaw, and like goes like almost up to like where his nose is. Like you probably didn't realize like how much strength you were putting into it, so you like go right into his head, and he just drops. He is
Dietrich kind
done.
of goes like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the one behind
First
you is
flag.
like, I thought you didn't want trouble!
I don't.
So he is going to run right at you now and slice
well, I
at
have a
you.
bonus
Oh no,
action.
it's your turn.
Well,
Yeah,
I have
you
a
can
bonus action. So I'm gonna run to the other guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to punch him.
Okay.
And that is a 20 to
Yeah.
hit. And that's a 1d4 instead. So that is 5 points of damage.
5 points. Okay. So even with that punch, you are still with the adrenaline. Like you knock him. He's not down, but he is dazed for sure. Okay, so then it's his turn. So what he's going to do is he's going to attempt to grapple you. So we'll just do opposing strength checks.
Okay. Strength. 14.
Okay, he got a nat 20.
Okay.
So he like kind of shakes his head after you punched him, and he does this weird like, almost like how you would picture like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Like he like crouches over and just like jumps with his arms and
Oh,
his
dear.
legs outwards, and just like completely wraps both his arms and legs around you.
Okay.
You don't fall down, you don't go prone, but you are completely grappled. Sorry, it was your
Oh,
turn.
it's my turn. Okay.
So
I'll
just
do a
so just
perception
roll, and we'll see.
check. Am I adding my perception to it?
No, so you already
Oh,
know
okay,
this is
I'm
going
just-
on. This is
oh,
just
right,
a
okay.
straight.
5.
Okay, so you're not quite there yet.
Okay.
So then, while you were grappled, the other one is going to come up behind you.
Sure.
Meet my character. He died.
He's good. He's a good dude. He's fine.
Okay. So for bonus action, he grabs. You have like a bag, I'm assuming, or something
Yeah, like
hanging down. Yeah. So he grabs that bag off of you while you're grappled, and then he is going to. That was his bonus action. So he's just gonna take a swing at you with his scimitar. Yes, he hits. And it is a D6, I believe. Yep. He gets you for 8 points of damage.
Sure.
So he goes to grab the bag. It's not quite coming off. So he swings his scimitar to like cut the strap, but in doing so, it gets you right across the side, like kind of up by like your ribs, and like just like it sinks right into you. And then it's your turn again.
Sure. Can I, as an action, I guess I have to try to break the grapple?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And that's 19.
Yep, you get it.
Okay, And with my bonus action, I'm just gonna punch the guy that was in front of me.
The one that grappled
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so roll for damage.
I miss.
You miss?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, yeah, you do. So you go to punch him. He's short, first of all, but when you threw him off, he like kind of, when he hit the ground, he had to like brace himself, so he sunk down a bit. So you went to punch him, but as he's sinking down, you missed, hit a tree right behind him. So you...
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and then that's everything for you?
I believe so, because I think that was my action. My
Yeah.
bonus action, if I move, well, that'll just suck for me, so.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, I'm trying a different dice. Not 20.
Okay, so you are in the game.
Bam.
So you come up.
Oh, you placed me. I don't know.
Yeah, you can, with that roll, you can come straight up. You, they were so into the battle that they had no idea what was going
Okay.
on.
This one is the one that grappled you?
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be crazy to just pop up behind that one.
That's fine.
Okay. With my nice 20. Okay. Oh, thank you.
So also with that roll, no movement or anything getting here. Like, with your nat 20, you are fully...
Yeah.
Everything you can do
I'm
right
done.
now.
No, I'm content with that roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, you have everything.
attack?
Like, if you rolled,
I see what
lower
you're
to
saying.
get there, then I'd be like,
Okay.
you've used all your movement or a bonus action or something. But within that 20,
Okay.
you can do everything.
I questioned it, but okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see that this young human is not looking too good, and I'm going to go for the goblin that's
Cool, yeah.
going for him. So okay, I'm gonna roll, and this is my long sword.
Your long sword, okay.
So that is 16 to hit.
You hit. You don't really need to roll.
Okay.
You just take him out. So that one, who was that? That was Lit.
His name is Lip.
His name was Lit. So the ones you're fighting are Lip, Tip, and Hip.
Oh, I feel so terrible now.
I don't.
Because they're a cute trio. We've broken up the trio.
So you said that was with your longsword?
That's my longsword.
Okay, so you punch, hit the tree, and then as you hit the tree, you come out from behind the tree and just jab at the goblin and go right through. And it's almost the moment where it almost gets you. You're good enough at fighting. There was never a chance that you were gonna hit, but you don't know that. So you just see this blade that came out of this goblin's face towards you. So that's your attack. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm going to. Well, I guess I'm already facing him. I'm just going to ask the beat up human in front of me, what's going on? What are you doing?
I was just walking down this path, and I was attacked by these guys.
Okay, so while you... Anything else?
No.
No? Okay. While you are checking in on him, this little guy behind you has taken his dash, and he is gone.
Is he running away?
He went in this direction.
Okay.
So we'll just say it's this way. So that's...
Did he take Dietrich's bag with him?
Right off the map. Yes, he took the bag. So, he had... I don't know exactly how you're keeping everything, but, he pretty much has... He rolled a really good sleight of hand. Mm-hmm. He has, everything but your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
So he took off. And... I mean, with his dash, technically, I think you guys could catch him.
Do we both have speeds of 80?
You have a speed of 8. Oh, for dash? No,
Yeah.
mine's only 60.
Well, I mean, I have a speed of 80.
Okay, so you could definitely catch him in your next turn if you want. If you catch him and... I mean, I don't... You know what your hit points are at if you want to chase him, knowing he's not going to get there, but you are.
Yeah, would I get a turn on him? Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Because,
No,
yeah,
you would
it'd
just
be your
get there.
bonus. Your bonus. no, if your bonus action is a dash, then you would get an attack as your action.
We got a bonus action.
Bonus action dash, that's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could.
Nope.
Why?
I still have an action.
Yeah, you have an action, yes.
Yeah, so you could get
A
there
dash
and
is a
attack.
bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna run there.
Okay.
I'm gonna run, find this goblin.
Okay, if you want to move the goblin a little bit back on the map, so we kind of
Right
have
here.
a reference
With
point.
it.
I imagine that means you're there.
Yes.
So yeah, so you
I need my
with your
stuff,
speed,
man.
like catch him no problem. So he's running. He sees this like in his eyes. You're like running ridiculously. He doesn't understand how you can like gain on him so quick. He just checks behind his shoulder while he's running. He's like, "Ah, shit!"
I'm gonna use my quarterstaff against him.
Okay.
9.
No, that does not hit. So you're really fast, but you're still really worked up. So you're just kind of swinging and not getting him. So that is all your actions. Your turn.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yes.
So I've moved to my 60. Oh no, that's it. That's all I have. I can't do anything with my action. Oh, I don't have a bonus action. That's literally my whole move is just getting there. Can I, would it be an action to like yell at the goblin?
No, you can. I won't use that for anything.
I'm going to.
Well, it depends on what you say. If you yell like a monologue at him, then yes.
Okay. No, I'm just going to yell, drop it, and I'm going to try and intimidate.
Did you move up to him?
I didn't. No, I didn't move up. I moved my full dash movement.
Okay, so you're close. You're not 60 feet away from him
Oh,
trying to
no,
intimidate
no,
him.
no.
Okay, then yeah.
I'm not much further behind Dietrich. Oh no.
You're not very charismatic.
No, I'm really not charismatic. Okay. 9 minus 1 is 8.
Okay, so you startle him, but he's not like. You can tell he's more scared of something else than he is of you.
The boss.
Yeah.
His boss. Alright. I guess I don't know about that.
So he. Is that your whole turn? Can you
That's
do
my
anything
whole
else?
turn.
Okay. He just keeps running.
Ugh.
He,
I will never catch up.
yeah, so he, where are we on the map right now? He kind of dips into the woods. We'll
Okay.
say, I'll see how well he does at doing that. He runs into a tree. So you did startle him enough.
Yes.
He went
I
to
knew I was
turn
into
and
it.
like try to kind of get away from you. But since you startled him, he kind of looked back. While he turned, he ran face first into a tree. And with that, he takes a point of damage. That is... Who is that? Who's left alive right now? What's the look of that little rock that's playing him? Oh, that's Hip. Okay.
With the little
I'm
jagged hip
amazed
edge.
you know. I only know the shapely oblong one.
They were all different colors, and I have like written down beside the name, like, this
Well,
was
I
the light
see.
brown rock. Okay. So that
So I'm gonna approach him again.
is now going... Yeah, you can come up to him again.
I'm just trying to hit him with my...
prone? If he hit the ran into the tree or not?
No, he didn't go down. He just
Okay.
smacked it.
Just
And,
gonna try to hit him again with my quarterstaff and say, "There's nothing in there for you, mate. There's just some letters and my book."
Okay, go for it.
Oh.
Yeah. So 25.
Yeah.
You-
That hits.
And that is 10 points of damage.
Alright. So he smacks into the tree. You come up and yell at him and come down with the quarterstaff and get him with the quarterstaff so hard that it pushes his head back into the tree and totally shatters his skull. And he flumps down.
I didn't mean to do that.
So he's done. And they're all gone. So you are out of initiative. And it's just you two standing there with goblin blood on you.
Okay, I guess I've caught up by now.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach past Dietrich, and I'm going to grab the bag from the goblin, and I'm going to hand it to Dietrich.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I hope it was worth it.
It was. I mean, there's nothing of value in it. It's just my stuff.
Okay. There's nothing of value.
No, really, there isn't.
Are you traveling alone?
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea, but maybe it's not that good of an idea.
No. You're not looking so good. Can I try and do a medicine check?
You can try.
I've never done this before. My medicine is plus.
Do you have anything on you that might help?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Hold on. Hey, sorry, pal. I got. I actually don't have anything. I just have like the adventuring basic gear.
You know, if we could just sit down, maybe rest for a while, I might be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna help him down.
Do you have anything on you?
No.
No. Okay, you can still do a medicine check. Maybe you know.
Maybe I will.
You know, you've been in war before. You've had to do some quick
It's true.
on
I've
the
had to do
spot
some
stuff.
catching up before. 15.
15. You managed to stop the bleeding, and you use some leaves in the area to like kind of like make a little patch.
Not sure.
Didn't quite get you to the point of regaining any hit points, but you're
Stable.
yeah, you are definitely stable, not bleeding out anymore. It's healed to the point where if you're doing anything where you would normally maybe have a disadvantage because of your wound, you won't now. Like you're in pretty good shape.
Well, you won't bleed out.
Well, that's a bonus, I guess. Just give me a few minutes. I mean, I guess you don't have to. You can leave if you want.
Can I do a perception check? Like, does this part of the woods look any different from where I land? Like, I still don't know.
You have
Where
no idea
I
where
am.
you are. Yeah, you can do a check.
I'm what you perceive. Okay. What is this?
A 6.
Okay, 9.
Yeah, so you don't really
I
see it.
perceive
It's still
nothing.
just you can see a little bit in front of you.
Okay.
You can tell that the road forks.
So we're still on the road.
Or like the trail forks a little bit, but that's kind of all you can tell.
Okay. Alright.
So you like, I don't know, like a celestial being or something?
What? No, listen, where are we?
What? We're in a forest?
I know, but which? I've never seen any forest like this.
What do you mean?
Everything's dark and small, and I feel no magic.
Not celestial. You look like you're something else.
And so are you.
I think I look pretty average.
And I'm gonna point to the caved-in skull of the goblin, like, and so is that.
I've never done anything like that in my life.
Those are your... Never.
Never.
Where are you from?
Well, a little bit all over.
But not this forest.
No, never been here before in my life.
Who are you?
My name is Dietrich.
Caladir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is unfortunate circumstances, though.
A little bit. Maybe we can move away from all the goblin matter.
Sure, I would like to check their bodies.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I guess there's only one. Okay. Okay. So what did you say?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for something to patch you up with. Ooh. Is that a perception check, Richard? 13.
13? Okay. None of them have that much, really. Obviously they have their scimitars. They all have a scimitar. They all have a short bow. You find one of them has like a little piece of paper on it. It's written in Goblin, so you can't tell what it says. It looks like a list, though. Like the way it's written. it doesn't look like it's like a specific note
Okay.
or anything like that. It's just a list.
I'm going to tuck it away in a, I don't know. Does my arm have a pocket? No. I'm just gonna tuck it away in like my belt or something.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab a short bow and a scimitar in like one hand and like turn to Dietrich, be like, "Do you want one of these?"
Never used one.
None of this is great, but would you like? I'm just gonna like
Go through it like
just tossing
rummage.
things out, just looking through. Like I've done this before.
No, I think I'm alright.
Okay. I'm going to hand Dietrich the note, and you're from here. What does this say?
I have no idea. I don't speak. I don't know what this is. I imagine goblin. I don't speak goblin.
Goblin. These are goblins.
You've never seen a goblin
I've never
before?
seen a goblin. Oh, I didn't know where
No,
I
there have
am.
been a couple that have come to our shows and they're really rowdy and they're in the front and they yell at you and they're very
Right.
distracting.
Why are goblins yelling at you, Dietrich?
I don't know. I guess they just maybe don't enjoy the show that much, but that's ridiculous.
What are you showing?
Oh, I can't show you right now. I'm a little afraid my side might split open. I could show you later.
No, please, just sit there.
Okay.
Push you down.
So while you are talking, you hear another little voice yell from kind of where the fork is, or like
Okay.
around that area.
From where we came from?
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
other way.
Oh, okay.
You just hear lamp, tap. Yeah, so you can just tell like other goblins are now looking for their friends.
Okay. How far away do they sound?
How far did we get? It's gonna be a couple minutes probably before they get here and see you, but like they're not too far.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick moment to hide the goblin in the bush, the dead one.
Okay.
The one right by us.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull Dietrich to his feet. And we should get out of here.
Sure.
Okay, and we're gonna go the opposite direction.
Other way? Okay. Both of you give me a survival.
16.
16, okay.
My survival's
10.
never been high before.
Okay, yeah. So you pretty easily make it back the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, you beat him on the roll. So you're moving quicker through this trail because, like I said, like it's still a trail. Like it's not an easy walk. But you make it away. Do you guys want? Are you gonna keep talking while you're walking, or
Cool.
you
Okay.
can tell that like you're not in a rush. Like
No.
you can tell that like he's not. They're not moving quickly because
Okay.
they
it's not
think
like they're chasing after
yeah
us.
they don't know that there's
Okay.
anyone to come after. They're looking for the other guys. So like they're not gonna be hot on your tail or anything like that. Like you kind of left the area, so
I imagine we're still
chances are
moving.
yeah,
quickly.
like they're looking, so eventually they're gonna see that body and be like, oh, okay, somebody in here did something, but like
Okay.
it's not
3 ips.
necessarily going to
Dead.
be anytime soon. So you have time to like kind of decide what you
Okay.
want to do, or just keep talking, or
Okay. Which way were you headed, Dietrich, before you
I was trying to get to Port Victor,
Port Victor?
but I think I've been around this spot here about 4 times.
4 times.
I don't know where I'm going.
How did you end up alone out here?
Well, I'm usually not alone. I'm usually with a bunch of other performers, and usually I don't come into the woods. But I'm on a mission.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pick a direction and let's move.
Anything seem better than another?
You're Is there like a clear path? Like there's a direction that the path looks more.
Well, the way
open.
the one you're on right now, the way you're going, you can really just keep moving until you get to that next fork, and it widens up quite a bit at that fork, enough that you would have probably recognized that that's the way you originally came, to know that if when you get to that fork, if you go left, that's going back outside the forest where you came. If you go right, that's a way you haven't gone before.
Okay.
That way.
All right. I will follow your lead.
Oh, maybe don't do that.
Well, if you came from that direction, and that direction leads to goblins, that's clearly the only road left to us.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right. How's that patch job holding up?
I'd like to rest a little bit still, but...
Okay. Well, we don't have time for it now. Let's keep moving.
Sure.
While we're walking down that fork, I would like
Mhm.
to just keep an eye out for maybe a secluded little clearing that would maybe look like an inviting place just to take a bit. And
Yeah.
rest.
Roll. I'll let you choose either survival or nature, just to get a feel for this
Oh dear.
forest.
Survival. Okay. Oh. 10.
10. So there's nowhere, like, it's not like anywhere to like set up camp or anything like that. But like I said, within these trees, they're so dense that if you were trying to avoid something and you just kind of want to stop moving without worrying about something finding you, you could really probably just tuck yourself off the path. And unless you're like glowing, things aren't going to see you.
Okay.
Well, I think here's as good as any.
Sure.
Should we take a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can take a short rest. So
Short
that,
rest? Okay.
I can use some hit dice to,
Yeah.
feel better about my life. I don't even know what my
We're
hit
so
dice are.
squishy still. Scary.
It is.
It's been a long time since I felt like this.
I just defeated a dragon person by winking at them. Oh, heck. No, that's what I want.
A
Sure,
1d8.
Cool.
Cool.
You were down to 2, right?
Whoa.
Where did I put that marker?
I'm so sorry, my chair is full of squeaky.
That's
I'm the most
okay.
fidgety person.
I think I only get one, right? Only one.
Just
I don't-
one?
I don't even know if I get one.
So you're up to 3?
I'm,
Or you mean one
No,
roll?
I mean one roll.
Oh, okay. I
don't even know if I get one roll. I think I get one roll.
Give it a roll.
Give it a roll. Yeah, no, I'm up to 5.
Up to 5? Okay.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks.
Okay.
So I'll let you in this short rest if you guys want to talk about anything cool, but I'll just kind of let you know what you hear. Or both of you can give me a perception check, and then I'll tell you what you can hear.
Perception. 22.
22? Okay, cool. So you, while you're resting, you didn't get too far from that fork that you came to, and you can tell that the goblin that was looking for his buddies went the other way.
Oh, okay.
You can just hear him. He's still kind of calling out their names and
But it's
everything,
getting, like,
so
farther
you can
away?
tell that he is not taking the same path as you did.
Okay. Do you hear that?
No?
You hear nothing, honestly?
What am I listening for?
The goblin, he's going the opposite direction of us.
I don't hear him.
I feel like if you just concentrated a little bit, you would... No? Okay. Listen, Dietrich. I'm alarmed that you don't have a map.
I'm a bit alarmed I don't have a
And
map.
you're alone.
I've drawn this, though. I just... I pull up my book and just, like, kind of, like, They're just like lines that are like kind of like, I went this way.
Yeah.
But like, they're really nonsensical.
Okay. Kelly, you're just gonna like flip it a couple times, trying to be like, okay. Okay. I don't think I can read maps from this place. This is very advanced.
This place, you're sure you're not celestial? Look at you. You're...
Eladrin aren't celestial, right?
No.
Okay. I've been like, no, very adamant.
You're getting
no.
like so... Dietrich is coming on so strong that you must be celestial that you start to wonder like, wait.
Maybe I...
Would they in this plane consider
but no,
me
okay, no, I'm just...
celestial?
I'm just a little elf. I'm just a little elf. No, I'm not. No.
Like, I'm around people that look kind of weird all of the time, and you don't look anything like them. You look like a step above them.
Well, I'm not sure what that means, Dietrich, but you look like a human.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I've seen you before.
You've seen me.
Well, humans.
Well, I'm not a human. You see these things? They're kind of like yours, but a little smaller.
Okay.
Okay.
Kelly,
What
you're
are
just
you?
Not thinking looks Kelly, you're just not thinking looks like an elf at all. Because you're half elf, right? Yeah. No. No, like, you're a human. I'm just gonna kind of like poke them a little bit and be like, oh no. No, I've never seen that before.
Well, I've never seen all of this before.
Honestly, where are you from?
Here. Well, not here.
You don't know where
I
here
don't know where
is.
here is. You're right.
I
but
don't know
mean-
where here is either. Is this normal for you? These woods?
I mean, they're normal.
Okay. Okay.
They're not normal for you, is what you're saying.
No, they're very dull. Very dark.
What are you talking
And
about?
look how short all these trees are.
Short.
I've never seen anything like this.
It's really pretty in here.
It's the dreariest place I have ever found myself.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh.
I am. Oh, at least you opened books. No secrets.
Oh, jeez. Well, maybe Port Victor will be a lot better for you.
Maybe. Well, you said you didn't know which direction it was, though.
Nope. Well, maybe I can, like, put my nose to the sky and maybe I could smell out the sea or something. No.
The sea. What does the sea smell like?
I don't know. I've never been.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
Okay. While you look out, it's starting to get dark.
Okay.
Both of you give me a survival check.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
7.
9.
Okay. So I will tell you that you know that Port Victor is to the north, but looking at the stars, you have no way. You do not know which way north is.
Oh, Caladir. I remember something.
Yes.
Port Victor is to the north.
To the north.
Yeah.
Okay. Which way is north?
I have no idea.
I don't know which way north is either. Your stars, they're different.
That's
And they've
crazy, Caladir.
and they've only just appeared. They were gone all day long.
Of course they were gone. It was light outside.
Dietrich, give me just an intelligence check.
Sure.
Okay.
Do I not know about stars?
How have you survived this long?
Good old 12.
12? Okay.
Solid 12.
So with your little map, however well you can read the map that you wrote, You know at least that you came from the south.
Well, I came from that way.
Okay. Which way is that?
South, I believe.
And which way is that in direction, in correlation to north?
The complete opposite.
So that means...
We go this way,
Okay.
I think. I told you, you shouldn't be following me.
I usually don't follow people, so this is new for me as well, but...
I've been really lonely on the road, actually, so this is really nice.
Well, I'm happy to keep you some company on your way to Port Victor. There might be some answers there for me.
Sure. There might be some answers there for me as well.
Like, I wouldn't know anything about Port Victor, right? Like,
Absolutely
is this a pretty
not.
small...
No.
Okay. Alright.
Even people that live around here don't really know much about Port Victor.
Okay. As we're walking, why are you heading to Port Victor all by yourself? No navigation?
So you guys started walking again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking.
Did you like start continuing the way you were coming?
Well, you
didn't
went
like...
the opposite way, so we went north, given
So,
where
okay,
south was.
let's,
Kakitar right now. This way.
okay, so you were coming back this way. You
Yeah.
dipped in kind of like here.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you come back out to the path,
Mm.
you're going this way, I assume? Not this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to get a feel for that.
We're dumb.
But if I knew I went that way when we got to the fork in the road,
Well, you would go the
this
opposite
way.
direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So that's like the path you're going to
Yeah.
eventually get to?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So.
Oh, no. Well, Dietrich's still talking.
It's nighttime, right?
It is nighttime unless you guys wanted to stay where you were because it started getting dark. So what would your decisions be on that?
Caladia,
Yes.
are you afraid of the dark?
No. Not
Oh. Well,
You sound like you might be.
No, not in the least. I've never travelled a wood in the dark. I assume maybe you have.
Not woods like these, but yes, I've certainly traveled in the dark.
Sounded really ominous, Caladia.
Just telling you the truth, Dietrich. What would you like to do? You're still not...
100%.
You're looking a little ill.
Oh. Okay. Well, why don't we, stay here for a while? Wait till sun breaks or something.
Okay. When does that happen?
A couple hours.
Okay. Alright, well,
Like 8 hours.
8 hours.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No,
Oh,
that's fine.
okay. It's not that long.
I'm gonna follow you on this.
Sure.
We're from here, but not here. That's fine.
Okay.
Everything is fine. Okay.
Caladia,
Yes.
would you like me to draw you? No, I don't have to. I could draw the goblins from earlier.
The last person who drew me. No. You know what? I don't think.
Sure. I'll leave out the blood and the guts. Draw them.
I think. No, you can. Yes. Yes. You can't decide if they're ugly or with or without.
So you're just drawing? And you
Yeah,
guys
you're
are...
gonna draw
Okay,
some
we're just gonna
goblins.
hunker down for the Evadigna.
Okay,
Dietrich's a really cute boy, but when he sleeps, he's just like, his mouth is kind of hanging open. He's got like
Okay.
drool coming out.
Honestly, Kelly's probably watching the woods because he's only meditating for 4 hours. And while he's awake, he's gonna keep watch.
Okay. What time... How long do you want to be here? What time...
Like, take a long rest.
take a long... Yeah, but, like, are you staying till the sun comes up? Are you staying, like, give me, like, in, just so I have an idea, in, like, our time, what time would you leave?
Probably like 5-ish. Like, I
Okay.
imagine the sun is just going down, so like we would probably wake up when it was like just coming up, probably still
like-
slightly dark.
Still kind... It's like a dusk,
Yeah.
almost.
Okay, so the
Or no,
sun
dawn.
is-
Dusk
okay.
is at
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Dawn. Okay, cool. So you guys get up and you go on your way.
Okay.
While we're walking, he's just gonna be like, I think I really caught a likeness to them.
So proud.
Oh, you're just gonna peek over her shoulder, which is not hard because I don't think you're very
No,
tall.
not very tall.
Ah, yes, you've captured their ugliness perfectly.
I feel bad.
Kelly's a little bit freaked out because the stars have left again. Doesn't like this daylight business.
Yeah, stars are totally gone. There's like, as you're walking, since you left so early, there's like one that's still up there. And you can just watch as it like goes away. Yeah, so you guys just go on your way and then we will end it there
Okay.
before we start the main campaign. And we'll check back with you in the first session and see what you guys learned about each other on this
Killing
walk.
more goblins.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for listening, and I think we just have one more prologue one shot to go, and then we will start our main adventure of the islands of Nekkar. So thanks. See you next, or you'll hear me next time. Bye.